Well, you think they could beat the Warriors? Well, I feel like I'm gonna take Warriors to go to the finals.
Do I think the Bucks can beat the Warriors?
Yeah, man.
But that's another story because we need to see who's gonna win in the West.
Do I think the Bucks can beat the Warriors though?
Since we've got, yes,
That's
yes,
a mad.
I believe
It'll
they
be
can.
a mad game though.
I believe they can. Mad game,
You think Bucks will win? I don't see anyone stopping
Is Middleton
Giannis
there?
though.
Middleton might be there.
He has to be there.
I think Middleton can be back for the finals. He'll be back for the finals, I believe.
Is it?
Not the conference finals, the finals.
I think it's the finals.
Okay.
But if they get to ECF, I don't think they'll bring him out unless.
Oh,
they
that'd be
absolutely
so
need him.
exciting. Bucks and Warriors would be a very
yeah,
exciting.
it would.
I think if that happens, then boy.
Because I see the Warriors are definitely going to the finals.
Might as well talk about Golden State then.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, just talk about Golden State.
But I don't know how they lost that game though.
They didn't lose that
How
game.
long? They didn't lose that game. They got
Yeah, they
assaulted.
got
That was an
assaulted,
assault.
yeah.
Yeah, it was.
That trick.
That's
That trick.
that's GBH.
That trick.
Yeah, bro.
You got Green going whoop that trick.
Yeah, that's
But
that's
that's what I like about Gerald Green. Like he can dish out and he can take it as well.
Yeah,
All these players, like especially, boy.
if that was Westbrook, you'd be balling.
yeah, and
Vex, bruv.
certain
punch the fan
certain
already.
man's favorite under 25 players love talking as well and can't back anything as well, man. Before we even go to it, but yeah, Grizzlies and Warriors. So first, this started off as WrestleMania, bro, because there was
Yeah,
Bear man.
bare chippy.
Bear man are just flinging in the air like chandelier. I don't. It's mad,
who
bro.
is that because of?
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
when Peyton went down, they said, yeah, safe. Everyone's getting it right.
Before
now,
Peyton, bro.
yeah,
before
actually,
Peyton-
before Peyton.
when
That's the whole
Draymond
reason.
was-
Yeah,
Draymond
you're
was
right. You're right.
slapping
Still.
Brandon Clark in the face.
Yeah, you're
I was
right.
doing a mazine.
Yeah,
I was thinking,
giving people red eye and that, looking like pink eye. It's crazy,
Came
man.
back to fight. It said, "Fight back, fight back."
Yeah, nah. I like this series though, man. I really do, and I have to give so much credit to Memphis for playing well without Ja. Like,
Yeah.
and
they played even more than well, like to blow the Warriors out, to completely annihilate them like
it was
this.
a thrashing still.
I thought maybe if they do win, it'll be a very
looking at
tight
Arsenal,
game.
Tottenham.
Can we talk about basketball, please?
It's a madness, you know. Like they was up by like 50 plus at one point. That's crazy. That is with Steph,
Clay
and
Paul the way he's playing.
Yo, that's mad.
That is crazy.
I'm not saying that Golden State threw in the towel early at all. I'm not saying that. But I feel like when you're a team like them who
They
relies
threw
so
in the
heavily
towel
on
early,
shooting,
man.
you know when it's not your night. And I think they clocked. And you look at Clay's numbers quickly. Yeah, Clay had 19 points. He shot like 5 or 7.
Tour dates, what, game 5, yeah.
No, bro, he shot well. He shot very, very well.
In what of this game 5?
Game 5, look it up. But they just weren't.
Yeah,
It's the
19.
turnovers that killed them, bro. 19 on what? 5 of what? It's the turnovers that killed Golden State last night.
Yeah.
They had a ridiculous amount of turnovers and it was unanswered. It's the unanswered points as well. Memphis are going down there scoring at one point. Golden State comes down, turn over the ball. Memphis go back up, score again. And it just started going and going and going. And I feel like I said, when you're a shooting team, when you know
22 turnovers,
bro, that's insane.
and Memphis had 9.
That's a massive differential.
Yeah,
The same way that we were talking about the Milwaukee game. Milwaukee offensively out rebound Boston by a ridiculous margin as well. I think Bobby Portis himself had 7 offensive rebounds. You're not beating teams when when things like that happen. You cannot win a playoff game when you have 22 turnovers.
Yeah,
It's impossible.
It's impossible. So I hear it still. So they probably just realized, you know what?
Their
Let's
starters
just
were on the
save
bench. Golden State starters were on the bench in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Like they knew it was done. It was over.
Yeah, they said it was over, man. It was finished.
Yeah, no, I give praise to Memphis, man, because you know at one point I didn't think they would beat the Wolves, only because of the way
Yeah, that was way closer than I thought it should have been.
Yeah, like because I thought it would have been a breeze, but then it was kind of tit for tat sort of thing. But
Yeah.
so when they beat Wolves, I thought okay, but then I thought when they got to Warriors, I thought like okay, they're gonna be humbled. But then they actually proved me wrong because they're playing really well, especially for their star player to be out.
Fam.
We have to deep it. Their star players out, and then they're thrashing Golden State. It's not some any team, you know.
This is a
Golden
championship
State
team.
Warriors, bro.
A serious
Like,
team.
and for them to do the thrashing like that, I respect it, man. Like, yeah.
And you look at sorry to
No, go on.
you look at the scoring for Memphis. It wasn't like insane from anyone. 3 guys had 21 points. That's very good. Don't get me wrong, but you know, Golden State a few times already in these playoffs have had Paul, Clay, and Curry have over 20 a game each. Memphis just had that. They were just locked in from early.
Even their bench as well, double digits as well. Oh my.
The third quarter was just Memphis.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Memphis
6,
had
7 guys
42,
in double
They
digits.
scored 42 points in the third quarter. Warriors scored 17.
Killed them, bro.
That's
Killed them.
dumb.
And obviously the Warriors got outscored by 17 in the second as well. Like, this is what I'm saying. I feel like the Warriors knew from early that the game was done.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like the game's done. Let's not put out there because if something happens, Mazine in it, we'll just take it to take it to game 6. Let's go back home and win there.
I mean, they got the time to do it anyways, man. I don't feel like I mean, it's great that we saw Memphis win the way that he did, but at the end of the day, we know who's gonna win at the end of the day. Like, I feel like they could allow a loss because of the position they're in, which is understandable. They can wrap it up by Friday. When they play Friday, Saturday.
You say Golden State could wrap it up?
Yeah.
They need one more win. Yeah, they're playing tomorrow night.
They're playing tomorrow night. Yeah, so
game 6.
that's
at
them
home as well.
Yeah, man. I don't see them losing that. So
I think that's kind of why this kind of.
That's probably why they just kind of tapped out by the third quarter. But yeah, man. I mean, it's good to see like what Memphis are doing right now, especially because they were in the play-ins last season, isn't it? They missed it.
Yeah,
They just missed
They
the
just
play-ins.
missed it,
Yeah.
innit? Yeah. So I mean,
Wait,
no, they played in the play-ins.
They
I
did.
believe, but they lost to. I can't remember who they played.
Oh, did they lose?
They did.
nah, you
They
know.
beat the Warriors. Didn't they beat the Warriors?
Yeah, they
The
did.
Warriors-
They
and the
did.
Warriors
They
beat
got
Memphis.
in.
Yeah, the Warriors.
Wait,
beat
no.
Wait,
I'm
Memphis
losing my
got in. I don't remember Memphis being in the playoffs last season, but I don't remember
losing my
Warriors
head, I'm
either.
losing my head.
No, Warriors were playing Lakers.
Yeah, the Warriors played the Lakers in the play-in, and the Warriors got knocked out of the play-in tournament
Yeah,
by the Lakers.
but then who played Memphis? I think was it? No, was it? It wasn't Atlanta, was it?
So the Lakers were the 8 seed, Phoenix were the 1 seed. So who was the 2 seed in the West last year? Utah, maybe?
Maybe.
I think it was Utah.
Weren't the Clippers? Was it? No, it wasn't the Clippers. Utah, Clippers were the 4th seed. It might have been Denver. It was either Denver or Utah, one of those 2 teams.
So what? Memphis was in the play-ins, not they got
I'm
knocked
gonna
out of the play-ins.
I'm gonna have to check.
Either way,
because I do not
I'm just gonna
remember.
base it on the fact that they was not in the playoffs because I don't remember them in the playoffs whatsoever. But the fact that they're doing all of this now, you know, it shows there's improvement. It shows that, you know, even without their star going
it
off
was in Utah. They lost. To
Yeah,
Utah,
they lost 4-1
Yeah,
to
yeah.
in the
to
play-ins.
Utah. Yeah, they were the 9th seed, so they made the play-in
made it
tournament.
'cause They beat
Ca-
Golden State
yeah.
and went in, and then
Okay,
Utah.
so they took Golden State's spot in the
Yeah.
playoffs basically.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, there's improvements, man, which is, you know.
Yeah,
It's
right,
good to
well,
see
they
for
can play
Memphis,
into
man.
second
So
seed. That's the thing. It's one of the ones where, like, for them to lose, it's not a madness because they're a young team. They've done well this season, 2nd seed. To secure 2nd seed was good, and obviously what Wolves done, what they done, cool. But for them to go at Golden State, a championship experienced team, tried and tested. Well, I won't say tried and tested, injured and tested.
Yeah.
But for them to go up against Golden State and still put up a good fight, it's like, okay, cool, we got this. So like, they're just looking ahead where, okay, cool, Warriors and Suns are our main competition
yeah,
moving forward. So it's actually not that bad.
it's good for them. It's good for them looking forward, man. Like it's not a bad look. You know, it's the Warriors, man. What do you expect? You get me?
This series isn't. I'm not saying Golden State aren't going to win game 6, but it's not over because what have we seen before? Golden State have fumbled a 3-1 lead before. Yes.
Yeah, and usually game 6 Clay is dangerous.
He is.
I don't know. about this
Yeah.
game since Clay. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Like,
He
obviously
did have a
he's
good
been out,
game.
He's had
bro.
a good.
He's had good
90
moments,
or-
and yeah,
he's had good games, but it's
but you want him to
this
erupt
is not.
though.
It's not the Clay that we've seen. Or it's not because.
But in all fairness,
obviously he's come back from
yeah,
injury,
in
so
all
he's not gonna
fairness,
be that because he's
Of
not going
course.
to be running.
It was
off screen like
19
that.
of 7 of 12 though, innit? And he only played 25 minutes. Let's say Clay played 38 minutes, he could have had a very good 30-point game.
Yeah.
One thing that Golden State have changed is Jordan Poole. He only played, and again it was a reduced role, but I think he's playing less minutes than he was initially. Like last night, they started Steph, Clay, Draymond at the 5. They went small. Draymond at the 5. They had Kuminga playing the 4 and Wiggins, or Wiggins was playing the 4 and Kuminga was playing the 3. Either way, I think Kuminga was playing the 4 though. They've completely changed their lineup, and I don't know how well that works in terms of continuity. I get you want Poole to be, essentially the Tyler Hero of the team and get
Off
those
the bench, yeah.
play. But at the same time, I feel like you could kill a lot of teams early if
Bro,
you
it
just
was
start
working. It was working when they with the Nuggets, man. Because bro, Paul, Steph, and Clay
it was
together.
too much.
On,
Far
it's
too
too.
much.
It's like
And the way they move the ball as well, someone's going to get
running
control.
around,
Yeah.
bro. It's crazy. So yeah, I hear what you're saying, man. Because Kuminga is young. You get me? Like I don't really see him. I don't. Really
He
see
played
him.
well last night as
He
well.
played
though.
well. Yeah, I would give up to him, to be fair. But like again, like you saying, and I feel like Wiggins is having a good play-
Andrew
he's
Wiggins, I can't even be mad at the fact that he got an All-Star award. And I'm not even saying that he's putting up the points to reflect that, but Wiggins is playing defense.
yeah, man.
He's scoring in a timely manner as well. Like
Yeah.
when he because of the amount of attention the rest of the guys on his team, most of his shots are open jump shots.
Yeah.
If he's not taking open jump shots, he's finishing at the rim because people forget how athletic Andrew Wiggins is and the
Yeah,
fact that he
yeah,
can jump
yeah.
through the roof.
So it's a surprise when you got, Paul, Steph, and Clay to worry about to then realize, you got Wiggins that he was made an All-Star, so there must have been a reason why he made it. So
Yeah.
if he could show just a tiny bit of that, whilst them 3 or at least 2 out of the 3 are going off,
Yep.
then yeah, man. But yeah, I definitely want to see Paul back in the starting lineup, man. I feel like they worked a lot better as a unit. I don't know if Steve is Kerr's, experiment or something. I don't know what he's trying to look for.
He's out COVID, isn't it? So
Yeah, he hasn't been there last few
he
games.
hasn't,
remember?
he
They-
hasn't, he hasn't.
Yo,
So-
slyly Sacramento.
when they saw, they'll say, we might have to just refund that back. But yeah, no, it's just one of those games, man. One of those games where it happened, and they caught fire, and what happened.
They'll win though.
But yeah, my prediction, Warriors close this out 6 games.
They need to.
Yeah, they finish it like they have to. It's not even there's no other prediction. They have to close it out.
You can't go 3-1 up as the 3 seed going home for. They're in the exact same situation basically
they
as
were 3-1 up.
as Milwaukee now, innit, where they've got Game 6 at home,
Yeah.
and you don't want this to go to 7.
Nah.
Yeah, because number 1, Game 7, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything can happen, and they're not even gonna be at home as well. Don't think that bothers them, but still, Game 7, anything can
That
happen.
might be a bother. You got a younger team. Them man, they ain't got nothing
They're
to
hungry,
lose.
man.
Hungry.
They've
Yeah.
got nothing to lose, so they're
That's what I'm saying. So they're gonna play that. People that you never expected to ball out is gonna be balling out.
And you don't want to give them the idea of and I don't know how bad Jar's injury is. I really don't.
bone bruise.
If it's something that can't get worse and he can even slightly play, don't be shocked if you see Jar in Game 7 as well.
Yeah,
Potentially.
If it's something that cannot get worse.
because they're thinking
Potentially.
this game is gonna be done here. Jar just wear street clothes and chill. But hey,
If it goes to a Game 7, don't be shocked, innit?
Mm.
So
if it goes to Game 7, hey,
are we all saying Warriors in 6?
Yeah.
Warriors in 6.
Gonna be controversial.
Nah, I'm random because I believe they will close it at home.
Yeah.
It'll be so bad if they have to take this to 7.
Yeah, they wouldn't win in the finals if it goes to 7. If it goes to 7, I don't see them winning in the finals.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
if Jar's out. Like, come on, man. But yeah.
Yeah. Last one, Mavs and Suns. This one's similar to Heat and Sixers in terms of both teams winning at home.
Yeah. Tit
Phoenix
for
won
tat.
at home, Mavs won at home, Phoenix again. And it's starting to get very not even starting, but it's been chippy between Luka and
Booker.
Booker. And you know what? I'm happy because all this friendly stuff.
Yeah, man.
I'm
Not
tired
here
of
for
it, man. Everyone's he.
We need it back to the days where everyone was enemies.
Yeah, it's one of the ones that like
When it comes to playoffs, especially.
if you're not with
man.
us, man, you like cool regular season, do whatever. When it's playoffs now, I ain't your boy.
Yeah,
Like, I ain't
man.
your boy.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's getting chippy and it's good, man. It's good. Obviously, Luka was saying everyone talks tough when they're up. I've seen him talk tough when he's been up as well. So
Luka only talks stuff when he's up.
that was very
He
hypocritical.
literally only ever talks stuff.
Like that was very hypocritical. So when he said, I was thinking, don't do that because you're literally talking about yourself as well.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's good, man. It's good that it's getting chippy, and you know what we have seen in these playoffs with the Mavs is that when Luka isn't dribbling the air out of the ball,
The team
the
can
team
thrive,
can
man.
play, the team can thrive.
Exactly.
Like even when they won Game 4, it was one of the ones where yes, everyone contributed. It was like Finney Smith hit like what 7 or 8 threes, and I was like, okay, that's never gonna happen again because like that's the thing. And you know what Skip Bayless said? Oh my god,
He had 8 points the next game as well.
and the thing is, what Skip Bayless said. So I was watching Undisputed now, and they was talking about it, and then what's it? Shannon was just saying obviously like Luka has to do all that because he doesn't really have much help, and like besides obviously you have Bronson there, and you should let Bronson get a rhythm, but you don't have much help. And then Skip Bayless goes, yeah, he has Finney Smith, and he's like. Because I was arguing about when Shannon Sharp was saying about Luka and Larry Bird, and then Skip Bayless was saying, you know how Skip Bayless is, but then Shannon's saying, but he don't have the help that Larry Bird had. He had Hall of Famers and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Skip goes, they've got Finney Smith. I'm like, what? And he goes, Shannon goes, Finney Smith's not even a top 200 player in the NBA. And then Skip goes, he's a top 75 player when at home.
Wow.
I said, Skip, you are losing the plot.
Yeah.
Finney.
How did these man get jobs there?
Skip is an
This is
animal
why,
for that.
because it's like,
This is to say these outlandish things, bro.
Bro, how-
Skip is an animal for that.
Man went from
100%.
24 points to the next game to what? You say 8 points?
That's the
again?
thing, because I
bro.
knew exactly, like, when it happened, that was a one-game thing. It was never going to happen again. Finney Smith's not like that.
Also, like, it needs to be spoken about. The game that Dallas won, Game 4, yeah, where they tied it up at 2-2. Chris Paul had a stinker, and they only won by 10. They only won by 10. The next game, now what happens? They get blown up by 30.
It's true. Two players didn't win by 10. Boy.
There's levels to this winning shit, and Luka don't know that because he don't win.
Yeah, so when he's up one, or if he's not even up, they're not even up. But when he feels like he has, you know what I mean, an advantage against you, he's thinking, yeah, he's gonna chat,
Bro.
But nah, man, if you're gonna keep playing the same way that you play, this selfish ball, you're not making out the hood, bruv.
100%.
You're not making out the hood.
100%.
Like, I don't like fair enough. You know what? He's a very good player. I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
But the way he plays, I don't like it because if you're gonna play the point, if you're playing the one, you need to share the ball, bro.
100%. I
You can't be making, and I think we was discussing this on the basketball chat or something, but we were saying like they want him to do all of that because they know it's not gonna be enough to win. Because if you stop all the others from not, because Bronson's the second only player to score next to Luka. So if you stop Bronson, that's all you need to stop.
Yeah. Because Luka could have 50 and they'll probably still lose.
And he'll probably still
He's had
lose.
45 and a loss.
Bro, this is what I'm saying.
And he's stat padding. He's making all these mad records that we haven't seen before since, I don't know, Michael Jordan.
And it means
all
absolutely
these.
nothing.
Like,
It means
you
absolutely
can
nothing.
create all
But
this stuff,
nothing.
Like, yeah, okay, cool, you done this. All right, win then. Like
That's why it jars me,
the
man.
thing is also someone else who has completely gone into hiding as well. Spencer Dinwiddie.
Oh,
I can't lie. Yo, what's going on? Because
when he first got
he's
to
been
there,
missing.
You can't tell me they wouldn't rather have Paul Zingis right now than Spencer Dinwiddie.
Exactly.
You can't
it's
tell
just
me
one of
that.
those where, like, Dinwiddie he really has declined since he's left the greatest team. So you have to really see like what's
Nah.
going
You
on.
can't slide
what's,
it in there.
what's going on? Because
he had
he's
2
gone-
points the other game.
Gone Wizards.
Dinwiddie, yeah.
Gone Wizards. Teammates didn't like him. He was kind of moving a bit arse here at some time as well. Now he's gone to the Mavs, and then there was a stat about Dinwiddie playing better.
And
with
if
Luka and
if
everything.
he played at the same sort of ball he played when he was at the Wizards, then do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it
because
would
then he'll
help
be
a
given
lot.
at least 15
Yeah,
to 20
man.
points
But he's
off the bench. Like you're controlling.
I
that
see him
unit.
do nothing in Dallas.
And
bro.
it's not like he's not like where he's with Bronson, where you're playing side with Luka, where stuff's going to decrease. You're controlling the second unit when Luka's resting as well. You have no excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
You have no excuse.
There's no excuse for not at least making your team better. You say he hasn't done anything. I agree. He had a few game winners in the regular season. Everyone lost their minds over it, and Dallas were like, "Yeah, great decision we made." But you look at his shot attempts against Phoenix in the last game. He only took 3 shots and missed all of them. His 2 points were free throws.
Oh, really?
Damn. The game before that he shot 3 of 10. The game before that he shot 2 of 7. Like
market ruined.
Yo.
Yeah, he's not really making them much better. Brunson is really carrying a lot of the weight for them in terms of secondary. Yeah, second being the secondary scorer and putting up points. He had 21, 18, and then 28 in his last 3 games. Decent numbers for a number 2, 100%. I will stress this every single time I have the opportunity to. I do not think that Luka Doncic contributes towards winning. Every time Luka has a ridiculous game, look at if there's a way to look up the breakdown of his scoring. He'll put up 20 something in the first half or 30 or something stupid in the first half.
Closing time.
His fourth quarter scoring is always terrible.
Yeah.
And do you know what? His numbers may be similar to other players that we're comparing it to, like Tatum or KD or whatever. But then you look at the fact that Luka's averaging close to 30 points most for the last couple of years anyway. And then you look at the fact that he's scoring less than 20% of his points in the fourth quarter. What's going on?
Yeah.
You're not about. That's what I'm saying. And that, to me, that is the definition of a stat paddle. Like
100%.
I think it's great that Luka's a great scorer. You're a great offensive option. But when it matters, when you need to score, when you need to close games, or when you need to really put the exclamation point of a game and put it away completely, where are you, bro?
That's why I'm gonna say this now, and I don't think I've ever said this. I don't see at this current moment in time. I don't see Luka getting a chip.
I agree.
Just because
Even MVP.
Just because, yeah,
they'll give him that.
They'll give him
because
that
it's
at
the media.
some point.
The fact that Jokic won back to back,
yeah,
lets me know
he's
definitely
he'll
gonna win
probably
that
get it
MVP.
next.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Nash also won back to back as well. Criminal.
They love a white savior, innit?
But yeah, man, the way he plays, I don't see him ever like getting a ring, man. Because it's if you give him someone that is probably on and near enough the same level as him,
They ain't getting.
I don't know how. Like, there's gonna be a lot of frustration. There's gonna be a lot of arguments because the games that they will lose, and there's the games that they're gonna lose, and the way Doncic is gonna get, I don't know, probably 30, 40. There's gonna be arguments, bro. Imagine getting someone like, I don't know, who would be a good secondary for Luka. You reckon?
Donovan Mitchell.
Imagine
Donovan
Mitchell and Luka together. That would not work. That would not gel whatsoever.
Is Luka gonna really take the sacrifice and be like, you know what? I'm gonna take away like 5 to 7 of my shots and give them to you.
That's the.
Or is it a thing where is Luka doing this because he, like, we also have to see, does Luka really have faith? I think he has a bit of faith in Jalen Brunson, but it's like Jalen Brunson has to prove it to him in the games. All right, cool. What do you do with your? I'm gonna give you like, let's say, okay, your next 3 shots. What's happening?
But nah, man, I'm not.
And it's bad that because now I'm thinking, is it a trust issue thing? Because
it can't be though, because he was injured in the first round.
issue because
It can't be. He was injured in the first round, and
Jalen Brunson
they went
stepped
off.
up and he went off. So it's we just now is a thing where like Luka. Like
I don't see him
to talk anymore. Like I'm getting tired of that accent as well. I don't want to hear it. I'm tired of it.
That's not racial at all.
I'm tired of it because I'm always hearing it in the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, it goes
fourth
quiet.
quarter, I'm not hearing it at all.
Goes
and
quiet.
then you want to be making comments after the game. Everyone's talk when they're up. Well, they score in the fourth.
He's not even up now. They're still down. Like,
I think one with Luka anyway. His team seem to only really excel right now anyway when he doesn't have a great game.
Yeah.
Like we said before, when he has a great game, He's taking the vast majority of the shots. The rest of his guys are just standing there watching him do whatever he's doing. And as a team sport, I think we found it doesn't really work. I think the last player I ever saw to play solo ball and win was LeBron, because his solo ball is completely different to anyone else's. Where
his overall,
he
brings everything.
He's getting everyone else involved. And in the fourth quarter, LeBron was showing up. LeBron had how many game winners in that 2018 playoff series? Against Indiana and Toronto and stuff like that. Like he was scoring when it mattered, kind of thing, and that's how you win games anyway.
And he played defense.
Yeah,
something that Luka cannot do.
That is definitely
and
something.
They hyped up his
something.
defense this season. Yeah, he's improved in such a look.
If you take Luka far enough away from the basket, you know he just stops moving.
Yeah,
and you know it's one of the ones where I think everyone can look much better on defense in the regular season.
Yeah, of course.
When it comes to playoffs now, it's a different game, because now that's 4 games. Well, the 7 games they have.
People are knowing what you do, bro.
Ask the breadstick about it, bro. It's very, very evident. You can excel on defense in the regular season, but when people have 7 games to scheme against you to beat you, they're gonna hone in on your weaknesses.
They know everything about you.
100%. They use the regular season to see exactly
find
what.
out.
Exactly,
say, okay,
man.
this is what I'm gonna
Scouting
do to you
opportunities.
in the post.
How do you react when we do this? How do you react when we do this? So when it comes to the playoffs now, they know exactly how to beat you.
Yep.
Facts. The league and social media have been comparing Devin Booker and Luka Doncic, saying that like Devin Booker's first 4 years in the league, his record was terrible, never made any playoffs. And they put Luka's and Luka's had all these accolades on that.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Luka, we understand that Luka Doncic is a better player. I think anyone trying to compare them is stupid anyway. Like, you guys reach and look at yourselves. But because what are we really talking about here? No one's disputing that Luka is a better basketball player than Devin Booker. What I'm talking about is when it comes down to winning.
Yep.
This is why I say Luka does not contribute to winning in Dallas.
Facts.
Devin Booker does, is because Devin Booker shows up in the fourth quarter. Devin Booker doesn't take an exhausting amount of shots away from his teammates and stuff like that as well. He plays defense. He contributes to the game in so many other ways apart from just dribbling the air out of the ball. I said it before. There have been plays, especially I think it was in the Utah series, where I literally saw Luka dribble around Rudy Gobert inside the paint until there was about 6 seconds left on the clock. That's 18 seconds he had the ball in his hand because he's the point guard. And what are his teammates doing in that time? Yeah. At that point, you just watch him in it. You don't know what the hell's going on.
And then you get the ball in the next 5 seconds. What am I supposed to do in the last 5 seconds when they're all up on me? Like that's how he gets. Most of his assists are like that, by the way.
Man.
He'll probably be double teamed, and then he's forced to pass.
Yep.
And then there's an open shot. He gets an assist. That's something you see in 2K, bruv. Like that, you know them greedy dons in 2K when you play the point guard. Man, that's how they play, and it doesn't work. It works some of the time, and it worked well for the regular season. But this is why he's had so much troubles in the playoffs, because that stuff don't work. Fair enough. You could argue in the previous playoff position he didn't have correct pieces to. You can argue and say that, which is a big argument.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he has had enough help. What do you think?
I think he's enough to do something, enough to get out of the first round.
Yeah.
But then 2 of those first rounds by the Clippers coming up against Paul George and Kawhi in the first round is a bit tiring. I can't lie.
I hear it.
It's a bit.
It's not supposed to be tiring for a guy who's been deemed as like one of the greatest basketball players already seen.
And don't you find it funny that he didn't play a couple games in the first,
and they were winning,
and they were winning.
Fam, I said this as well.
Don't you find it a bit strange?
They're a completely different team when he's not there.
Do you know what's mad, yeah? Even when they showed those first full season things, yeah, with Booker and Luka, yeah. Devin was playing Luka basketball at the Suns.
Yeah,
early.
he was.
He was playing Luka.
Devin Booker had a 70-point game, did he not?
Yeah, and the thing is,
in a game they lost.
He had to do that, but the first full season, if we look at Devin Booker's team and Luka's team, there is a difference.
Yeah,
you've got better players on the Mavs. You've got better role players, better defensive players as well. Like you've got pieces where
you should be.
I can get out the first round here.
Yeah.
So.
Phoenix were going through a big transition when they drafted Devin Booker as well. I mean,
it was peak. They had to build Ayton,
growing up,
Bridget. Like they had to do a lot.
You look at all of the guys on that Phoenix team now.
A lot of them were drafted.
But none of them were there when Devin Booker got drafted.
Exactly.
None of them were there when Devin Booker got drafted. And since then, obviously, and a lot of the players they did draft have been in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
So it's about obvious, and we say when Luka came into the league, that Dallas didn't make the playoffs anyway. But imagine Luka having to run back with that team for four more years or whatever. But I don't want to compare them. I don't care for that. It doesn't really bother me because at the end of the day, if you look at the players, they're probably averaging the same amount of points, and I only see one guy winning games right now.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I think Phoenix will close it out. It's going to be a very, very tough game tonight for them to close it out. It's not going to 7 though, and the reason I say that is because
Were they away?
Yeah, Phoenix are because they're the number 1 seed. They're playing Game 6 in Dallas tonight.
Right.
The reason I think Phoenix are going to win, Chris Paul owes Dallas one game. He owes them 1 game. He's going to go back there after the whole incident with his wife and his mum.
Mm-hmm.
After also, let's slightly touch on that as well. In what world can you ever touch?
It's disgusting.
The media also tried to shape to say that he was trying to give his mum a hug.
A hug? Nah, man, I ain't trying to hear
Why
that.
are you hugging people you don't know as well?
You don't know.
After
I
COVID,
thought it was a
man.
grown man. Yeah, I was thinking, yeah,
It's a boy.
I don't know.
He's not a child.
He's not
though.
a child.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
You're there.
Old enough to
You're
catch his hand, 100%.
Old enough.
No.
Old enough to catch your jaw.
No,
Get
100%. 100%.
spun.
When I say it was a
When
boy,
he goes to school, not even at college.
Yeah.
Spin his jaw.
Yeah.
Spin his jaw.
but you know what's mad? I don't know what it is yet. It's like post-COVID, some of these fans have been moving absolutely insane, bruv. Like, bro, you got what happened with someone cussed out his grandma or something, and his grandma passed away because of COVID.
Nurkic.
Bro, like,
yeah.
why do these fans think it's
That kid,
it's
yeah.
acceptable for you to come and just chat to players? Bruv,
man.
like, say they're not human beings. Bro, God knows, yeah, if I was an NBA player, or if I was a football player, if I was any sort of athlete, professional athlete, where I had to conduct myself around the media, bruv, everyone's getting... I don't even know if I can say the word, but everyone, I'm getting fines weekly, bruv, because, bro, the way I'm going to carry myself out to the media, because some of these fans, yeah, they need to hold a bank. They need to hold something.
A very, very poor job.
Terrible
as well,
job.
like,
And then they will find a player like 50,000
for saying something.
or doing a gesture, like when Butler got fined for flipping.
But come on, it's one of the ones where, like, NBA needs to actually pattern up. And I'm ready to fight anyone in the NBA, 100%, because this makes no sense. A fan can cuss a player's passed away grandma, and then he smashed his phone on the floor. So what? If anything, at most, if you have to replace the phone,
Just give him a new phone, yeah.
That's
100.
it. Light work. That's chicken change for these man.
What did the NBA do with this fine money as well? You ever wondered?
This is what.
Listen,
That's actually a good
do
point.
you know what's happening? Shall I tell you what's happening?
What?
Yeah? Two things.
He's gonna say something bad.
Two things.
Conspiracy runs.
There's a society there that there's a society in there
Make a new league and
that Adam Silver
Yeah.
is funding here and there on the side. Bam, bam, bam.
This ain't Snowfall.
Listen, funding on the side. Yeah, funding it on the side,
He's
and also
putting the unruly
also
fans in the
hush money
Anna.
to certain refs to script certain games. I ain't gonna speed pass when flipping.
Are you sure that's a real? Like,
Yes, it's real. It's real.
Have you seen the video?
It's real.
Until I see a documentary, I ain't
It's
saying
real.
it's real, bro.
It's real. There's that. Yeah, that's happening. And the other one, bro, Adam Silver's he's got peas, isn't he? He's got peas.
Nah, some of these fans, that's unacceptable.
Yeah,
That
no,
fan though,
these-
you can't be touching someone's family, especially the mum. Like to hear, imagine you as a person, hearing that you're playing a game, and then your mum and the fact that my mum,
And he pushed his wife, innit?
at the age that she's probably at, do you get me? And then having your wife there, and then your children there,
and they said that the kids were uncomfortable about the situation. So you've done something now to upset my mother and my wife, but now my kids are uncomfortable as well.
Yeah, man. To the point where
As a man, and I'm not saying not everyone has these instincts in it, but as a man, innit, yeah, I feel like your not survival instinct, but your instinct to be a caretaker to your family kicks in, and all you want to you see red. That's ridiculous.
yeah, that's mad, man.
That's ridiculous. I'm saying Chris Paul has to go after that.
Yeah,
This is why Charles Barkley was saying this,
give them
Yeah.
like
and I agree. Put them in the center of the court
for 5 minutes.
No lawsuits allowed.
Yeah.
For 5 minutes.
See what happens.
5 minutes. No lawsuit. No nothing. For 5 minutes. do what you done and say it there. Because I guarantee.
Yeah, man.
Yo, I'm telling you now, if I was Chris Paul, I'm finding someone that says, I'm saying, I got peace for you. Do what you gotta do.
That's what Shaq said though, innit? He said they should really think about, and I don't know why they don't all do it anyway. But if you're bringing your family to an away game, he said bring a cousin or whoever it is, someone who's about it, and say anyone who's mad, you got my permission to go off. 100%. If I was rich, one, you're keeping money within the family anyway, but two, you gotta protect your family, innit?
Yeah.
To bring them into a playoff away game,
Bodyguards or something,
mad
yeah,
hostile, innit?
Yeah.
You should always have some sort of security or whatever. You can't rely on the away team's security to deal with it. Granted, the security took the guy out as soon as the issue got raised, but
It's not enough, man.
if someone was there with them, that wouldn't have even really had a chance to even happen, bro.
I hope they press charges.
You should.
I hope they press charges.
Should sue that white family,
So
man.
do you do you think? Yeah, it's just occurred to me now. So do you think the softness of the NBA is allowing these fans to think they can just talk? Because you would never see this talk in the early thousands and the 90s. Like
They tried it in the early thousands and the malice happened, bro.
that's what, you see what I'm saying.
Do you know what I think? Yeah, I think that the NBA now, because they're trying to keep a certain standard and representation,
Like
and because
children
now it's
friendly and that
more
PG.
family friendly and all
Yeah.
that stuff. They're trying to keep a standard to where there's complaints being limited, and I don't see, like, even if they do complain, so what? Because there's many people who will still go there anyway. Like, don't give a toss if they complain. But I think they're trying to keep a certain look or representation that the players now, listen, we're professionals. They can't react in this sort of way. So, but you have to give leeway. Like, if fans are allowed to talk all that rubbish and everything, first of all, security, you can have them thrown out straight. No answers, no questions. Him said this, throw them out. Cool. But you have to allow players to also go back and say things to them as well.
Yeah.
If they're swearing, saying F you, this, that, you have to allow them to say that.
Because you're not kicking the fans out for swearing at these people, innit?
Fam, that's what I'm saying. It makes no sense. This is why Chris Paul, the tweet that he said, you fine players for saying stuff, but now when you touch your family, is this okay? There's nothing that's happened.
Sorry, I forgot. It was Mother's Day as well.
Oh, it was as well for them.
What's the
innit?
name of that you?
He's moving mad.
He's
He's
moving
moving mad. Apparently, you were saying Happy Mother's Day, innit, bro? Send that to your own mother, innit, man?
Yeah, man.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's not your mum. We're in Dallas, Texas. It's racist out here. Don't say hello to me.
Nah, man.
Can't lie.
Yeah,
It's
man.
techie out there.
Yeah, these fans need to just relax, man, because I'm telling you, if I was a player, man, I will hold whatever fan.
Soon,
Someone's getting
something's gonna happen at one point where
another malice in the palace.
someone's gonna go off.
And it could have been prevented by the NBA if they took the right actions, because this has been brewing. All this stuff with fans and players has been brewing over for the last like 5 odd years. And for me, it kind of started with Westbrook in Utah.
Yeah.
That was one of them,
That
and it's just
absolutely nice.
slowly escalated since then. And we had incidents this year. We've spoken about it already on this pod. This season alone, with incidents with fans and players, where fans are losing their heads and saying what they think they need to say. And the only way to stop it is to start penalising the teams. They lose draft picks if instances like this happen. I guarantee you they'll stop it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you they'll stop it.
And even these lifetime bans, I don't like.
We don't even know if they're being upheld. We don't know.
That's the thing. We don't know.
Yeah, they say
Yeah,
it
they
because
should be
next
punishing the teams.
season you see them there. You know what I mean?
They definitely should be punishing the team. Like I say, lose draft picks. All yep.
Something needs to happen. innit?
Something different, yeah.
So what?
Prediction.
Oh yeah, go on.
I'm saying Suns in 7. I think they're just to win at home thing.
So you think the Suns are losing tonight?
Yeah, I think Suns losing in Game 7.
I don't
That's the
see
game
this
that
guy saying.
that's the game that Chris Paul gives Dallas. It would be good for him to do it this game
He's done it.
on their home court
He's done it.
and send them home. But
I think Luka is in his head. Is going to get in his head tonight and think, I need to go off
yeah,
for my
okay,
team to
true.
win,
I
and
hear
it's
that.
going to put his team in a hole. I'm going Phoenix in 6. Phoenix are hopefully done and dusted tonight. Hope when this comes out, people are like, Cam, you're so right, you know, man. Like, honestly,
Yeah, we need Andre to yeah. Nah, you know
Needs
what?
to answer for his milk cans.
Yeah, 100%. Because
Yeah.
I need Phoenix to win. They're definitely. I see Phoenix taking Game 6, only based on the fact of what you said of Luka. If he's gonna go off, that means that's gonna be an opportunity for them to lose,
Imagine
which
that.
is sad. Like how can your best
Imagine that.
player go off, and then you're thinking to yourself, they could still
They're gonna
probably lose.
The agendas I'll be pushing.
Oh yeah, 100
Insane.
it has to be.
Because I already asked you, man, what rating would you give Luka for these playoffs so far?
Yeah, I said B plus.
A B plus.
Yeah, I think that's B
It,
plus.
it's B plus
Yeah, B
because he's
plus.
putting numbers up. But it's not what it needs to be for your team to be winning
man.
winning the series.
Nah.
All right,
Yeah, game 6, man. Suns.
wrap it up.
Just to quickly touch on the new trophies, I think that's very good. Like the
Yeah,
Eastern Conference Final MVP and the Western Conference Final
Yeah.
MVP. I think it's good, and that there should be awards given there because some players actually play out their minds in it. So I like them, and I like to look at them as well. It's very sleek.
yeah. And I feel like it also gives it will remove the element of people saying, "Oh, this guy should have won Finals MVP for his playoff run, but because he was on a losing team, he didn't do it." The better players are probably going to get it now. The only issue I have is the names. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. I don't really see a relevance.
Yeah.
When you look at who really should be who the title should be named after, if LeBron was not playing anymore, that would be named after him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
100%.
know what? Listen, the guy went to
It should
10
be.
But you never
straight.
know. They might change it in the next anniversary, isn't it?
What, in 25 years?
Yeah.
No, that's what I think. It's true though. I think it should be LeBron. LeBron has been.
They're not going to do it while he's playing.
Nah,
It's
they're
mad.
not.
It's
they're
mad.
not. And they had to pick an old player, like
Yeah.
old players. You know what I mean? Them two.
Magic and Bird, I get it because they're like not polar opposites, but they're like a pair in it. You
And it
know?
was always facing off each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I think it's a really good. I guess it shows a lot of it gives teams, especially the young teams, the teams that definitely won't make the finals, but they could potentially get a conference final. It gives them some sort of recognition and hope
100%.
for like the next season to think to themselves, you know what? You know, I got and their star player gives them hope as well to think
Yeah.
to themselves, I got MVP for the Eastern Conference. I'm the best in the East.
Yeah.
So they're going to be thinking, you know what, next season, it'll definitely give a lot of players motivation, ambition to reach. And it was good for competition, man. Because then hopefully out of this, you'll see different teams trying to come out of the East or the West and try and make it to the finals. So, yeah, man, I like it.
Yeah. So obviously by the time this comes out, not to be fair, well, yeah, by the time everything's out and such, round 2 should be off. So that's that is round 2 capped off.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I say, next episode is going to be Eastern Conference. Well, game 1 would have been played by next episode, wouldn't it?
So again,
Game 1 would have been played by the next episode. Yeah, 100%.
it depends because I always give a little bit of a break. If there are game 7s for this series, it will be done by Sunday night or Monday. I can't remember which one I said. So then we would see. I think the game 1 could be on Thursday.
Yeah, because if it's game 7, they're all gonna Lace will be done is by the 16th. So
Yeah.
Well, either way, yeah, that's gonna be that. Let us know your predictions as well, or obviously, or what you did predict for the round 2, and let us know your Eastern Conference Final predictions and such as well. Send those in. We do have some questions to answer. We're gonna set that for the next episode.
Yeah.
So keep piling up on those questions. Keep sending it.
We can answer them on socials, actually. I think that might be something to do.
Yeah,
We
we
do it
can
on
also answer
socials.
them on socials as well. So just send them in. We can answer them on socials. If there's a certain, like, let's say, debatable one that you want to hear our opinions on,
Try to get some
Yeah.
spaces up on Twitter as well.
yeah,
So we
yeah.
can
so
hear
just
some-
make sure you
Hear
tune
you
in
guys
to,
speak.
yeah, follow our Twitter at Take It to the Pod. We're gonna start putting up some spaces as well.
So we can argue
Yeah,
in
so
HD,
yeah,
bro.
we can argue
Yep.
and prove us right. Make sure you follow us on Instagram as well at Take It to the Rim Podcast, TikTok at Take It to the Rim Podcast 2. Keep running up the EPs, keep running up the Twitter followers and Instagram,
Yeah.
all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
So, the more you help us, the more we give back to you. Might keep some things myself, but you know what I mean, like. Yeah, there's a few things that I want to do for y'all, so keep supporting us and stop laughing at me as well, man. Because
You gotta run that. You know what I said? You gotta run that that clown mask. I think you should wear it for the whole playoffs. You know,
nah, that's a bit
you
mad.
should wear it for at least like 5 minutes.
When I
every
wear
podcast.
the Tatum jersey, I'll
if Boston don't make it out of this series, then you should wear the clown mask with the Tatum jersey at least one time.
Cool.
For the whole episode.
It messed up. Last time I checked it, they messed up the audio quality, but at least for a little bit.
Yeah. All right. No
Get a picture or something.
Yeah, that's it from us, guys. Like I said, make sure you follow us all on socials and everything and all that. And yeah, lock in with us, and we'll see you next time.
As Jules would say, over and out, baby.